Hey guys, welcome back to CoinLedger. So we're going to be doing a follow-up video on a project that we talked about a couple of weeks ago now at this point. One that when they launched, we covered it initially, which is Keira, which was the first AI agent incubated and launched by Seedify. Now, if you want more of a initial deep dive or review, when it did launch, you can find that video on the channel. It's about a couple weeks old at this point. So again, this is a follow-up to see, has the project been building? How has the price been, reflecting of the updates, and where could Keira be going from here? Because I think in right now where it sits at the current levels, I do think Keira is definitely one that you should have your eyes on, because of the very low market cap, which we'll get into here in a little bit. But as always, if you guys want to stay in the loop and support the channel, if you guys could subscribe to the channel and like the videos, your support means a lot. So if we look at Keira, well, obviously we can see, just based off her Twitter bio here, again, she is an AI agent. She says, "Hi, I'm Keira. I'm building Keira OS, the operating system of the agentic economy powered by Keira," and then the link tree here as well. So we do see, it quickly, the agent or Keira put out here that the Keira OS went live, powered by Keira, which you can earn rewards, explore features, and take the first step into the, the agent's world here. Now, it does do quite often, or it does quite often updates on Twitter. Also, Keira puts out here, the agent puts out that, I'm going to take over, and not only on base, since right now we see Keira is currently on base only, but does mention the fact, maybe a teaser here, going multi-chain with something like Ethereum, Abstract, being a hot ecosystem right now, recently launching, I believe, Shape, Polygon as well. So maybe going multi-chain could be pretty exciting for Keira. Now, Keira was also, I believe, launched on Virtuals. So with Virtuals moving over to Solana, I'll be curious if there'd be a Solana pair as well. So going to be coming out with a roadmap here. We see the founder, which we'll touch on here in a little bit, the founder's background and the updates that they put out as well. So plenty of updates since Keira did launch. We've seen nothing but updates here. They did launch their light paper, which we'll get into here in a little bit. So different KOLs talking about Keira. So as far as updates go, the project definitely has been building as well. Staking goes, this is January 17th, so literally the day that the Trump coin, I believe, launched. So staking goes live, access to Keira interface, including a range of features and rewards. Market responds well with a 20% uptick in price. Now, again, that was on the 17th of January. If you look at the the price of Keira right now, we can see that it's sitting at a sub 1 million, so 900K circulating market cap with a 1.8 million FDV. So when I say this is high risk, I mean, this is completely degen and high risk. So guys, please understand that a project like this has a lot of risk obviously attached to it, and it's going to be super volatile in the price action here, especially since right now, Keira does have that crossover of AI agent and gaming as well. We know that gaming is not a super hot narrative right now, and AI agents definitely has taken a seat on the back burner with recent events, in the space. Obviously, we've been covering that, for a while now recently. So if you know, but I do think that AI agents will make a full comeback. I think that's still going to be a hot narrative in 2025. In this cycle, I think AI agents aren't going anywhere. And I think gaming as well is going to be a hot narrative. And we've speculated on for quite some time now that gaming projects or AI projects that integrate the other is a sweet, crossover. So I think something like Keira, which is an AI agent, tapping into the gaming narrative as well with that crossover, I think it's one that you should have your eyes on. Now, we saw Keira obviously launch from a sub $1 million market cap, and immediately on the circulating side at least got all the way up to 5 million here. So I think it was like a $10 million FDV, so quite insane. And then it came down where we made our initial video right here, the day or two of launch, and then it kind of went stagnant a little bit. And then we saw Trump coins launch on the 17th, and a lot of projects, went down that weekend. Obviously, it's a huge liquidity suction black hole event where everyone is selling off positions to buy into the Trump tokens. And then it went down, which a lot of AI agents, and again, the majority of the market took a huge hit as far as altcoins went. And then it kind of just went down for a little bit. and then it kind of did hover in the range that it was now, slightly going up, and then we saw the DeepSeek, announcement here recently over the last weekend. So 2 weekends back to back, essentially, of just, for better or worse, negative, price action in the altcoin market. So it's no shocker to me, at least, that we're seeing Keira perform the way that it is, but it does seem to be hovering around this $1 million range as far as the market cap goes. So, it is still a newer launch here, literally being out for only a couple weeks, and being such a micro cap, it could obviously go to zero, or maybe this is a good support level. Maybe it does bounce back hard. I personally will give my by the end of the video, you guys will know where I stand, obviously, on Keira. But I think at such a low market cap it is right now, for an agent that is updating, that was launched by Seedify, so having that Seedify incubation, that Seedify backing from their launchpad, their ecosystem, and being Seedify's first AI agent. Again, they've been launching AI projects, but this is the first AI agent, I believe, from Seedify. That was their mystery agent being launched. I do think that they will, obviously, as they do with, I believe, all their launches, I don't think they're going to let this thing fail. That is just my, high speculation. Now, obviously, nothing here is financial advice, just giving you guys my opinion here. But I think Seedify will do everything they can to hopefully help this project succeed. Now, if we look at, Keira's interface here, I haven't played too much with it, but this is like the OS, within Keira. So you can actually get in here. I can close that out. Those different apps, onboarding, staking. It's kind of how it looks like. Some of this is locked, so hopefully, as the project, updates, some of these will get unlocked as well. So I haven't played too much in here, but again, the agent OS is live. Now, if we look at the founder, I'm not even going to try to pronounce that name. We do see that, the founder here, he also founded Forest Knight IO, which was another gaming project that was backed by Animoca Brands, which has been out for years at this point. It's at a very, very small market cap. Again, not really touching on that one. That's a whole other video, but he has founded another gaming project as well, and then obviously Keira. So he does put out plenty of updates on the Keira obviously project, saying that I believe he's bullish on DeepSeek, which I also touched on that in a recent video, that I think DeepSeek is actually a net positive for the AI space as well. Again, if you want more information on what happened with DeepSeek here recently, check out the video from earlier this week as well. And also saying other updates by saying, I'm excited to announce that our startup has been accepted into the third Web AI Web3 startup cohort. So again, just another like startup or application or fund. I don't know how you would call it that as well. A development process or application. And again, obviously that's Keira, so has already integrated and is actively experimenting with Nebula AI, and they're stoked to be a part of the program with the team. So the project, Keira, obviously his agent here, she, I really don't know, is getting integrated into these different development portals, these different funds, being listed on CoinGecko, Cookie.fund, so a little bit more exposure hopefully. So plenty of updates, both from the agent, from Keira's, the agent's native Twitter herself, but also the founder as well. So definitely, work is being done here on the project as well. So if we go from that, we go to the light paper. Now you can get in here and read the whole light paper if you want to. Again, it's a newer white paper that he did put it out recently. I say he, but I don't know, obviously. But as a quick summary, if you're not familiar with what Keira is, goes into the whole problem, how this AI agent can actually help. But Keira simplifies the complexity of blockchain ecosystems by acting as one single point of interaction. So you can actually use Keira, their platform, the OS here, as we go back to everything that the OS right on their platform for NFT trading. So you can use Keira just to make it easier to trade NFTs, token swaps, DeFi, gaming, and entertainment. Is where that crossover comes, a little bit, by offering real-time strategy tips, automating in-game tasks, bridging Web 2 and Web 3 gaming experiences, also streaming gameplay, building brands or bonds, I should say, drives hype. It's also an influencer persona as well. So a lot of use case, I'm not going to read all these off, but a lot of use case for the Keira, agent here. But again, just like all these agents, it's really going to depend on how the market, how everyone actually does feedback on Keira. But I do like the fact that it is constantly working, constantly updating. We see a lot of these agents that launch in the hype and then kind of fall off. But I do think it is worth mentioning that the founder not only is also updating both on Keira, the agent's Twitter, but their own Twitter, and the fact that they did already found another gaming project from the past, which is Forest Knight, which was backed by Amanoka Brands. So, I don't know too much about Forest Knight personally, but I do know that it had been around. I think it still obviously is around, but it has been around for a couple years now. If we go over to Forest Knight, we can see that there's also still plenty of updates from Forest Knight also. So, to my knowledge, this project has not rugged. It's obviously still working. Looks like it's a live product. So this is a developer that knows what they're doing, at least a founder that knows what they're doing here. It's not their first project. It's gaming and gaming. So again, that to me is worth mentioning here. But as far as the price action goes, there is no other way of saying it. It is extremely high risk. Now, in my opinion, I told you guys I would let you know where I could potentially see Keira going. I do think that Keira, in whether it's an AI agent hype again, or gaming hype, or third option, which we've been saying here on the channel, I think we will see a narrative shift and a narrative running where we see projects that are combining the two, gaming and AI, start to run. I think that if Keira just keeps updating, keeps building, keeps putting out these updates and improving to its platform ecosystem, getting more use case, and if the founder also again keeps building out Keira and they get more exposure, maybe if Seedify shouts them out or helps them a little bit more as well, I don't know what they can do on the back end. I think that Keira, in my opinion, should be able to take out its previous all-time highs. Again, only been on for a couple of weeks, so it's not saying a whole lot, but I do think that Keira at a sub $1 million market cap here for a agent that is working, putting out updates. The founder seems to know what they're doing. If they founded another gaming project that was backed by Amanoka Brands that is still around years later, this is not, a developer or founder that I'd be worried about rugging. Now, again, not financial advice. Nobody knows what is ever going to happen with any kind of product. But, I just wanted to give you guys an update here with Keira. Since we did talk about this a couple of weeks ago when they launched, they have been building. They're still doing constant updates, going into a little bit more about their founder. Again, being that first agent, AI agent from Seedify, I think actually is kind of a big deal as well. Put out their light paper. I think the roadmap is coming here, hopefully here soon, getting on more platforms for exposure, all the big ones obviously, and getting integrated to developer startups or developer accelerators, it seems, as well. So definitely keep your eyes out for Keira. Let me know what your guys' opinion is on this project. Is this a little bit too degen for you? Is this something that you're bullish on? Did you watch our video when we came out with Keira the first time? What is your initial thoughts here? Are you bullish on the Seedify ecosystem or not? Do you think AI agents or gaming will make a comeback, or do you believe in the merger being a potential narrative as well? I like to hear all the comments from you guys in the comments below. If there's other projects that we've covered that you want update videos on, please comment them down below. I try to answer all your guys' comments, and I appreciate you guys taking the time to watch the video here today. And if you guys want an optional way of supporting the channel, getting into the private community, if you guys could, there is the Patreon linked below, or you can get into the Discord. Again, the Patreon does get you into those private channels to get into the private community if you guys want. If you guys got value out of the video here today, if you guys could like the video, comment, subscribe, hit the notification bell, and share the video, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. All right, see you guys.